Nominate a nurse who has made an outstanding difference in your life. They could win big at the March of Dimes Nurse of the Year Awards. Joining us now is Amy Peters, who is the Chief Nursing Officer at Truman Medical Center, and Elizabeth Weeks, who was one of the Nurse of the Year winners in 2017. So first off, let's talk about the honor of this.
Sure, it's exciting to be nominated when you think of all of the nurses there are in Kansas City, and to be one of the top 5 or top 6 in your category. That's a huge honor and it's a huge recognition for the nurses.
And Elizabeth, how'd that feel?
It was an amazing feeling, just that somebody took the time to give back. I was fortunate somebody at the University of Kansas Health System nominated me to be up for this award, and I was the winner.
Absolutely. And then jumping off of that, Amy, how can you actually nominate someone?
That's a great question. Anybody can nominate a nurse. Everybody knows nurses. And just take a minute to think about what nurses do, whether they work in a hospital or in a doctor's office or in a behavioral health setting. Nurses from anywhere can be nominated. There is a link, the March of Dimes, the Nurse of the Year, is the link to nominate. I believe you have that linked on your website as well.
We also were just looking at some photos from that event. It looked like so much fun. Not to mention, it probably is the safest room in Kansas City on that night for sure. You know, so let's talk about the gala.
It's a super fun evening filled with good food, friendship, nurses from all over the region being recognized for what they do. Nursing is a service career, so you don't do it for fame or fortune, but...
And we've got a picture of you winning right now.
Yeah, it's very humbling experience.
Okay, well, having that service career and then making such a big impact that someone was able and wanted to nominate you, I'm sure just an amazing feeling there. You know, let's talk about why this event is so important.
Well, it's important, first of all, to recognize the nurses and to recognize everything that nurses do, despite their area of practice. It's a hard job, and as Elizabeth said, it's something you do because you're called to it, and it's just a part of what you do. But it's also important to help recognize the work that the March of Dimes does in helping to promote healthy babies, healthy families, and there's a natural partnership between March of Dimes and the profession of nursing.
Right, and so many babies, unfortunately, you know, they may need that little extra help because they might be premature or something. March of Dimes does a wonderful job with all of that. And, you know, let's Elizabeth, go back to you. You know, how did that feel when you knew someone in the community nominated you special?
It's just very, just a welcoming experience to somebody took the time to be thankful for what I've done for them. You don't do it for rewards, but it's nice to be recognized.
Absolutely. Well, we just want to say a big thank you to all the nurses out there, of course, making a difference for many of us during hospital stays. And thank you so much, Amy and Elizabeth, for coming on the show today. Again, you can nominate someone for the Nurse of the Year Awards until July 2nd. You can do that from the Take 5 to Care tab on KSTV5.com. Winners are announced at the gala in November, and Joe Chiodo actually emceed that this past year, and hopefully he'll be doing the same thing.
Yes, we hope so.